Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you, thank you. I was wondering if you can share any information with me about my family here on Earth. My parents have been deceased for 30 and 40 years.
Yes.
And I have one brother. I don't even know if he's alive. And I was...
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Philadelphia.
Can you suggest how I could find him?
Start your search in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's all we can give you at this time. You'll be helped along the way with other information from other guides. But we can give you the beginning. Okay. Philadelphia.
Thank you, thank you.
Your imagination and your search will synchronistically provide you with clues along the way. This is a process, and you will need to go through the process, but we can start the ball rolling.
Thank you.
And there are clues in everything we just told you. You will have to suss them out.
Okay, I love to do research.
Oh, well, there you go.
How about my parents?
What about them? They're fine.
They are?
Yes, of course. They're in spirit. How could they not be?
Okay.
Yes.
As I was driving down here from Northern California, I stopped at a gas station that I stop at a lot when I leave here. And I got a phone call that my 95-year-old uncle had passed away.
All right.
In New Jersey. So
Yes.
I'll be going there this week. But he's
All right.
like my last known connection
All right.
to
Well,
my mother's side.
in your travels to your New Jersey, maybe either before or after on the way back, you might want to stop in Philadelphia. And see what happens.
Okay, thank you.
See who you might run into. Drive carefully.
Okay. And I'd just like to ask a question about Egyptian philosophy.
Yes.
Because everyone talks about Plato and Socrates,
Yes.
but they studied in Egypt. And I
Yes,
just
many of
wonder
them.
why.
Because the ancient priests of Egypt knew the secrets of Atlantis. And they passed them along. And it involved all sorts of different understandings of consciousness. Many of the concepts that we're talking to you about today were understood by the priesthood in ancient Egypt.
So why doesn't anybody talk about them, especially in connection to...
Because most historians don't know that.
They don't know. Okay. So,
There have been chapters and gaps in your history that have been lost.
so education is the key.
Yes, research is the key. In a variety of ways, including altered states that allow you to download information to fill in the gaps. But also, when open contact finally does occur, many beings will bring you the missing gaps in your history. They will fill in your history for you, because many have been observing for thousands upon thousands of years, and they can tell you exactly what was going on your planet. So that will be one of the things that will bond you to the idea of an exchange with extraterrestrial beings in open contact, is they will provide you a sense of linear history, so you can really understand what you're really all about in terms of your journey and your path on Earth, and where you can go from there. It will be one of the gifts you will be given.
Thank you, Bashar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
And I am so excited, and I want to
Speak up.
Okay. Thank you so much for all the teachings. They have made an incredible difference.
Well, you have made the difference, but we thank you for allowing us to share what we know.
And
Speak up.
things are moving very quickly.
Yes,
as far
they
as
are.
transforming for me as well.
Yes.
I've recently decided that I would no longer play with fear and limitations and
thank you.
holding myself back. And so things are becoming very magical.
They often do when you
And-
let go of fear.
It's amazing.
Yes.
So, when I was younger, I put some blocks and stops up because very connected, very intuitive, hearing voices. And my dad was a psychiatrist, and so I kind of had this thing of, oh my God, I can't be crazy.
My daughter's insane.
No, actually, my dad was kind of cool because
Oh,
he
all
was
right.
like he had a lot of cool aspects to him.
Oh, all right.
And when I would tell him about the times that it happened, he said, "Oh, I bet you it's just like your guardian angel." And
All right.
so it kind of gave me permission, but it happened a couple of times where I finally said, "No,
Yes, well, that's all right.
go away."
Yes.
And now I'm ready.
Yes,
But,
all right.
can you give me any information about the voice? It was very,
Well, your guides.
yeah.
Yes, your guides, your spirit guides. So, if you're ready to reestablish a more
Absolutely.
conscious relationship, you can.
Absolutely.
All right. And in what way will you utilize that experience in your life?
My dream is to make a difference in, like the gentleman said,
Yes.
transferring light to dark.
And how will you go about doing that as an example in life?
Well, part of what I've learned from you is being that and showing the
Yes.
side of that.
And how do you do that? How will you choose to do that? What will be the actual active outward expression of that? Just standing in one spot?
No, sir.
Thank you. So what will be your chosen outward expression right now? What is the most exciting thing you can actually be taking action on to express that and be an example that others can see?
Well, one small way I do it is I have an ex-husband who is my best teacher, and I have 2 boys, and so my phrase is gentle and kind, and I try and actually I
your
do
pardon.
damn well. I do
Thank
damn
you.
well at being gentle and kind when a
Yes.
lot of yuck comes my way,
All
and so
right.
that is me being
All right.
that. The other way,
In regards to your family,
absolutely
and
that.
what about society?
I've worked
How do
with
you demonstrate it there?
actually not so much.
Thank
these days.
you.
Okay.
Why not? You want to be an example. If there's no one around to see it, what difference does it make?
I know.
Yes.
I love writing. I love
And?
drawing. I
All
love.
right. Are you doing these things and putting them out there?
I do not put them out
Why
there.
not? Why not? Why not?
You exactly. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yes, why not? Can you answer that? Why not?
Still playing with a little bit of the
Oh, come on, be
What-
honest. Be honest. What are you
what pe-
afraid of?
what people.
What
will,
are you afraid of?
What people will think.
Who cares?
Exactly. But
Why do you care? Why do you care? Why? You don't value yourself enough? You believe them when they attempt to reflect devaluation to you? Why do you believe them? Why do you think it has anything at all to do with you? Why do you think it's true that you're not worthy?
I feel really worthy inside.
But you're not acting like it outside.
Right.
Then you don't really believe it inside, because the things you know to be true, you just do. They're synonymous with your behavior. If it's not in your behavior, you don't understand it, and you don't know
Hey, I
it.
behave. You know, I'm working on it because I behave.
I know you're working on it.
But yeah, no buts. I know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
if
I
we
heard you.
asked you to simply walk across the room, you wouldn't sit there and go, well, I'm working on it. You would just do it because you know you can. That means you know it to be true because it's exhibited in your external behavior. If it's not exhibited in your external behavior, this writing and drawing and so on and so forth, outwardly where everyone can see it because you're afraid of what they will think and you're afraid that they will judge you, then it's not something you yet actually know to be true for you.
Well, how about switching it to I actually am afraid of how fast things move like magic.
So you don't believe that you will automatically regulate yourself?
It feels, amazingly magical. Like,
yes. Is that overwhelming to you?
Sometimes.
All right. But again, that means you don't trust the rate at which your life unfolds.
Okay.
You can handle everything that happens. If you couldn't handle it, it wouldn't happen.
Yes.
Do you understand that principle?
Yeah, say it again so it just seeps in. Please.
You cannot actually receive more than you're ready to handle. It's not possible. But you can believe you're not ready to handle it.
Right. Well, I'm done with that.
All right. Then anything that comes your way, you have to know that the only way that could happen is that you can handle it. It has to be equal to the vibration you're giving off. It can't be more than the vibration you're giving off. It can't be less. It has to be equal to it.
Right. So I am ready for all this.
You see, when you create the idea that you can't handle something, you're actually putting out that vibration. Therefore, that's actually what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting an experience of not being able to handle it, but it's exactly equal to the vibration you're giving out. So if you just rearrange that equation and say, well, of course I can handle it because I'm getting what I am putting out right now as an absolute equal reflection. So if I just change what I'm putting out, then it doesn't change the amount that comes back to me. It just changes the way I experience it because now I understand that it's equal. Whereas before I had a definition that said it wasn't. But it was. It was absolutely equal to the definition you were putting out. It always is. It can't be anything else. So if you know it's equal, you can act like it's equal and you will know that whatever it is, it's something you can handle. Because it can only be equal. Does this make sense physically? This is just physics.
Yes, it does.
All right. When you throw a ball against the wall and it comes back, the ball comes back. When you throw a ball against the wall, 2 balls don't come back. 3 balls don't come back. The ball you threw comes back. Equal and opposite reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So whatever ball you throw, that's what will come back. Not 15 balls.
All right.
No matter how it looks. If you've made it look like 15 balls, that's just the definition that you're throwing out. But what came back was equal to what you threw out. To show you how to regulate yourself to what you know is comfortable for you in terms of the way you define what will come back by changing the definition of what you put out. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Is this sinking in a little bit?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Will that help?
Yes.
All right. Then go and throw some balls and see what comes back.
Will do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun to meet you now. Okay. I had 2 questions and 1 quick one.
Yes.
First question.
That means 3 questions?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, good. We're on board.
We
today.
can add, you know.
Okay. First one, the Norwegian spiral. Are you familiar
Yes.
with that? What was that? Like, a lot of people saw it. So.
Yes, we understand.
Okay, so what was that?
It was an aspect of your own technology gone a little bit askew, but revealing something to you about a vortex that existed in the area because of the path that it took. Do you understand?
I believe so. So it was caused by something that we have.
It was revealed by something that you did that went awry, but nevertheless, because it went awry, it revealed to you a vortex pattern of energy in that immediate area. It was capable of revealing the vortex because the technological device went awry.
Oh, wow. Trippy. That's cool. And okay, my second question. I'm just curious about the Georgia Guidestones. Like, why were they put up and who put them up? Like, where did it come from and why?
That's another story for another time.
Okay. All
And
right.
your surreptitious third question?
Oh, could you guys pick me up sometime for like a space trip?
Again, for many of you, that's already actually happened. It's just that you don't remember.
Could I remember this time?
You can if you wish. Ask for it. When you go to sleep, ask for more awareness, more memory, more participation consciously in these encounters, and it will start to come back to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Well, and you as well.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
Hi. I sense there is an opportunity for Bashar's work with regards to how you said there's a 100% probability of a major sighting.
Yes, from the Yael.
Yeah. I know skeptics have their own choice in this, but
Yes.
if they were able to see, and this would probably go trending, if you disclosed where this specific event would occur, it would cause the skeptics an opportunity to trust you a little bit more.
And that's exactly why we can't do that. Because that's not what it's about.
I understand.
All right.
I have another question. I was fascinated by something that I think happened to me on July 30th.
Yes.
And
What is that?
I think I went to see my family on July 30th, that full moon, and I just wanted to know what happened and if you could give
You
more...
think you went to see them?
I'm very confident, yes.
Are you talking about someone that is no longer physical? Or are you talking about other kinds of family?
Other kinds of family.
Yes, and so what about it?
I just was curious and fascinated and wanted to learn a little bit more about it.
In what way?
Why was I there? What was the purpose? What
You were
did they do?
visiting. You were exchanging information. You were learning things that you need for your life.
Did they do a scan on my brain or anything like that?
Well, they scan sometimes all the time. But the idea is you were given the information that you need for the next leg of your journey.
Mm-hmm.
It will unfold if you keep acting on your highest excitement. Are you?
Yes, I am.
All right. Then it will unfold.
Yeah. I have a question about when the disclosure becomes at its peak. I sense that I'll be able to help in some way with energetically helping everyone collectively. Do you have a specific suggestion for me so I can make sure I am working to my fullest
Do you
potential?
understand what we mean when we say that excitement is a complete kit?
A complete what?
Do you understand what we mean when we say that excitement is a complete kit?
I could use a further example.
When you act on your excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on a particular outcome, you are using the formula that activates the complete kit that contains all the necessary tools in your life. That which supports you, that which drives you, that which organizes, that which makes the path of least resistance, that which connects you to other expressions of excitement, that which reveals to you anything out of alignment to your excitement. And if you just keep doing that, and any situation that arises from your actions in that, if you always give it a positive meaning, then every single thing that needs to unfold in your life will unfold in perfect timing. And that's all you need to do. Whatever occurs to you that you're excited to do is what you need to do. That's why it excites you. It's the communication from your higher mind saying, do this now. When you are willing to act on that excitement, you're answering the higher mind and saying, I hear you. And then you're creating the dialogue that creates the momentum that keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. And thus, every single appointment and agreement you have made within that vibration will always unfold in perfect timing. And there's nothing else you need to do to allow all those things to occur and manifest exactly when and where and how they need to. That's it.
Thank you, Bashar.
Does that help you?
Yes.
All right.
I was curious one question about President Obama.
Yes.
I wanted to confirm yes or no if he received a presidential briefing document about the suppressing of free energy and extraterrestrials in January of 2009.
No.
No? Okay.
These things are usually kept from your presidents
Right, right.
because there are other organizations that consider themselves to be higher than your presidency.
Got it.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
I know that there's a secret space program that exists, and they publicly made a NASA system so that people think that's our best technology.
Yes, although the idea of your so-called secret space program is not as advanced as many people believe it to be.
Does my October 8th, 2014 experience align, or is that synchronistic of the September 28th disclosures from NASA? Because I saw the golden ones as I was driving home over the ocean.
It's part of it, but not the whole thing, no. It's
Okay.
part of your own timing in terms of when things best manifest for you.
Okay. Thank you, Bashar. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I wanted to thank you for all of us for adding to our excitement over the past 31 years.
Oh, well, thank you.
And your people have made life on this planet a lot more fun. And
It
the
is our
experience-
pleasure to share with you what works for us. And of course, it is our delight to see that you can decide for yourselves whether or not it works for you.
It works very well for us.
Oh, all right. Well, you know that it works for you.
That's correct.
All right. You can't really speak for anyone else.
No, thanks. Bashar, 2 times today you've mentioned the concept of billions of parallel universes taking place every second.
Yes,
Does
you're
that-
shifting through them billions of times per second. Yes.
With nothing that we need to do consciously.
No, it's automatic.
And that, to me, is indicative of a massively benevolent creation that allows us the ability to create that much in such a short period of time.
Yes, it's actually simply representative of the natural structure of the experience you call physical reality, that it occurs that way. It's the tick of the clock. It's the frequency of your reality, in a sense.
I see. If you could, I perceive part of this new paradigm shift that we've been building to
Yes.
is representative into the entity that we all seem to experience and as refreshing in Pope Francis. And when you were giving the example that the information may come from a seemingly surprising source, it occurred to me that the Vatican would be such a surprising source.
It has a high degree of probability of being one of them, but it's not the only one. Nevertheless, the changes you are seeing in that particular religious structure are indicative of a high degree of probability of the release of such information, along with other kinds of information that others might not expect to come from that particular source. So yes, you are accurate in picking up on the probability that it could be, but it hasn't yet been fully decided whether that actually will be the source.
Okay, thank you very much for today.
You are welcome. Thank you for today.
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm grateful to be here with all of you for this experience. I've learned so much from all of your guys' questions. Anyhow, Bashar,
Yes.
let me start off by saying that I know that for many of you over here, in this world, there is no nobility, only politics is what most of us feel. That's why we're here. And because of this, I've dedicated my life to empower the warrior spirit of the willing masses.
All right.
I have a holistic approach to fitness and self-defense training. I add spirituality to it and neuroplasticity.
All right. That sounds exciting.
Thank you. Is there anything I should add to that to empower others?
If you are focused on the idea of physicality in that way, then by all means, there can be a little bit more efficacy in the plasticity if people will also divest themselves of toxins within their system.
And I actually do.
All right. Then you are doing
consider
what you
that.
need to.
Okay.
Just keep moving. Just keep going. Just keep acting on whatever you're inspired to act on in that direction, if that's what excites you. It's all you need to do.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Also, is there more senses in the five that we know?
Yes, of course.
Okay, can you share?
You already
some of that
know
with
some of those,
Oh
really.
yeah, I do. I just
But
want
the idea is even physiologically, yes.
exactly.
Well, many of you have a similar sense of direction and follow the magnetic lines of the earth that some animals exhibit. You have that magnetite orientation, that quantum level orientation to the magnetic field. Many people have a sense of direction, yes? Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing. They're following the magnetic field of the earth. They're sensing it. So you have different senses, yes. And of course, you have some that go beyond the idea of the physical into the energetic. Again, you can adapt yourself to certain frequencies that allow you to harmonize and vibrate in a certain way that you can sense higher frequency energies, higher frequency consciousnesses. In a sense, that's what's happening right now. The channel was trained to alter his frequency to create an ability to sense our energy more strongly and match its frequency sufficiently to allow this telepathic bond to occur.
Perfect.
So that's another sense. So go and explore and see what other senses you actually have. Come to your senses.
Thank you for that. Also, I've been very close to death many times, and when I say that, it's
how
not just-
exciting.
And each time I came out perfectly unscratched.
Yes. Well, yes and no.
And I kind of have a
What you
feeling
did
what
is
mean by
shifted
that.
into a
Exactly.
slightly different parallel reality where
Yes.
you didn't understand that you actually died.
Yeah, I actually accept and I know that I did die and reborn, and that's
So to
how I
speak.
got this new direction.
Yes.
Each
Well,
time
thank
it
you
happened.
for rebooting yourself.
And when I was in Iraq, I was blown up twice.
Oh, how exciting.
Well, more than that, but there was 2 times, 1 month apart from each other, from a suicide vehicle born
Yes.
IED.
Yes.
Those were 2 of the ones that I mentioned that
Yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
referring to.
So
But
it's a very
just-
creative way to shift yourself.
yes,
Very abruptly.
and it did happen extremely. Yeah. And I've recently followed a rabbit hole, and I came across this gentleman that is I consider him to be my twin soul in a sense, because our stories are so similar.
Yes.
He goes by the name of Red Feather.
All right.
He's around my age.
yes,
He was
yes.
blown up the same times.
Yes.
Everything. We ended up in Alaska. Out of all
All right.
places.
You've done something very interesting, rare, and unique here.
Okay.
In the idea of dying and shifting yourself to a parallel reality, you shifted yourself in one of those times to a parallel reality with another version of you that is slightly different. You understand? To use it as a reflective reinforcement of your path, so that you would, in a sense, be twice as strong in 2 people and go in a different direction. You understand what we're saying?
Oh yeah.
All right, very creative, as I said.
Wow. And I recently contacted a energy healing school nearby here in Pasadena, and when I spoke to the dean, I mentioned this Red Feather, and she said, "Wait a minute, what?" And she said that just a few days before that, Spirit came to her, and
Yes.
Spirit said that was Red Feather, and when I mentioned Red Feather, she's like, "Wait, what did you just say?" So, because of that, we connected
Yes.
immensely.
Yes. As I said, you have increased your ability by having this dual reflection in one particular reality of yourself and a parallel self. Of course, Red Feather could look at it the other way too, creating a parallel version in his reality. You understand?
Yes.
And the idea is that gives you more energy, a larger scale, a quantumly larger scale of energy with which to create things like synchronicity. It becomes more immediate. It becomes more now. Because you're working literally with the structure of parallel realities. What you're doing is similar to the beginnings of what happens with cryptics. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So you're on an interesting path. Continue.
Okay, great. And it's amazing that you say about the duplication with this Red Feather
Yes.
fellow. And I believe it happened one last time. And what I mean by that is recently I got notice that I might be a father, but when it happened, I was basically a child myself, and I wasn't all there. Meaning, I was.
Well, this
sedated.
is sometimes what happens when you shift into parallel realities where other things are going on. You may inherit other life paths that you can incorporate to some degree into your own life path in the way that you've set this up.
And the reason why I brought that up is I have been concerned for his emotional
Yes. Growth, stability.
growth. Yes, if I do do this soon, where I meet him and
Yes.
embrace him. The problem is like I mentioned before, I was not conscious. I was not there, so I am actually concerned that I might not be able to love him the way I should, being
Why not?
technically his father, because it has happened to me just recently.
Yes.
My father wasn't present
Yes.
for my upbringing.
Yes, yes, yes. But are you going to be in prison?
No.
Well, then,
No,
what's your concern?
I meant to say present. He was absent, and
Yes.
and
But you can be present, yes?
yes,
So, what's your concern?
is that I have tried. I actually forgave him for what I thought was
Yes.
his fault, that he wasn't there, from drug use and other things.
yes, yes.
And
Did you forgive yourself too?
yes, that's where I started.
All right. Well, if you have forgiven yourself and brought yourself back into alignment, what is your concern with this other child?
Well, the thing is that is history repeating itself in a sense? And
No,
what
no,
I'm-
no, 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 no. History doesn't automatically repeat itself. It's based on the choices that you make. Now, if you feel you are a different person, and you are a different person because of the way that you've shifted, if you start really understanding how to identify with yourself as a different person, then please remember, if you're truly a different person, you don't have the same history anymore. You never did.
And my concern is that I have tried.
Tried what?
Wholeheartedly to love my father, and I cannot. And I try to embrace his self because I have
You
empowered
don't
his self.
have to condone his choices in order to love him unconditionally as a being that is going through his own exploration of his fears and his beliefs in lack of self-empowerment. You can understand that it takes a victim to make a victim. So the idea is that he experienced his life in a victimized way as well, and this is the best he could do with it.
Wow.
So you can understand that in that sense, even though you may not necessarily condone the choices he's making, you can understand why they were made. Because that's all he could understand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
And therefore you can have compassion for the state of being that forced him to choose things that weren't necessarily in his or your best interest. Yes?
Yes. You said two words that awoke in what I already knew. I just somehow was denying it or somehow.
Yes,
which
and
was,
that is?
the first one was unconditional
Yes.
love, which I actually do.
All right, well then,
And I
no
don't know
conditions.
why I knew that, but I just anyhow. And then the second one was the. I lost it. Yes.
Compassion.
Yes. Thank you.
Happy to
Bashar.
find it for you.
Yes.
So,
And my last question
yes.
is, and it's weird because
Oh, weird. All right, we love weird. We are the epitome of
I
weird.
wasn't gonna ask this because I felt it was somewhat selfish of me.
Yes, what's that?
But can you tell me what's my lineage? And I guess you can say interstellar lineage. I'm not referring to here on Earth.
You mean what connections have you made to other civilizations that are helping to inform your life on Earth?
Yes.
Because you understand all lives are simultaneous, yes?
Yes. The pineal
So it's
gland.
not really a lineage in that sense, unless you're referring to the idea of what you call your timeline history with regard to going back to how humans were genetically altered. Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about among the stars now?
Among the stars now.
All right. You have very strong Orion connections, and you're transforming them from darkness to light. And you're doing very well. You have Pleiadian connections, you have some Sirius connections, you have some Arcturus connections, but the strongest ones are the Orion connections going from darkness into light. Does this help you?
Yes, because when I was in Iraq and I had that reborn, something came to me of the word source, R-E, sorcery.
Yes.
Source dot R dot E.
Yes, we
the
understand.
source of real enlightenment. And what
Yes.
you just said is basically what I've been trying to do is convert darkness to light. And that's why I carry this belt at all times.
Yes.
You guys know this.
So, you are familiar with the Orion constellation in your sky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I've connected with this since when I was a child. That was my father, actually. I would look at it all the time and ask for questions, and I would get directions and answers. And
Then you understand the connections that you have and how you're using them. So, well done.
thank you, Bashar.
Our unconditional love to you.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Oh, all right. Then we thank you for your interaction. Aveo.
Hi, Bashar. I was wondering about a weird dream that I had where I was woken up in the middle of the night, and in the dream I could hear a voice, but it was kind of far away, and the voice would say something, and I would repeat, and I would say something else, and I would repeat, and it was kind of coming closer and closer, almost to the point where I could grasp what it was saying. And right before that, I woke up to a pop or a burst at the end of my bed, and I could feel this pressure wave going through the room from the burst, and it had kind of an electrical energy that was coming from it, and I was wondering, can you tell me anything about what that was?
You are interacting with interdimensional beings, spirit guides, even your own higher mind more clearly. You are experiencing the shifting from one reality to another. There are many layers of reality to even what you call physical reality, all the way up to what you call the lower astral, non-physical reality. But sometimes when you experience a calling, when you make a connection to a being on another level of reality, a spirit guide, an extraterrestrial, a higher mind, whatever, you will experience that shift electrically. You will experience a surge of energy that you can interpret as electricity. So that is one way you will experience the idea that you're becoming more consciously aware of the shifting that you're already always going through when you shift from one reality to another billions of times per second. You'll get used to it. Good day, good day.
Hello. Nice to talk with you today, Bashar.
It is our passion and our pleasure to interact with you as well. What would you like to discuss?
Very briefly, I would like to talk about people who identify as wanderers.
Yes?
You said they're kind of like people like to hop from party to party.
Sort of. They don't necessarily make a strong connection to any particular reality. They dip in, but remain mildly detached in a certain way, energetically speaking. So they don't necessarily have to succumb to all of the belief systems of that particular reality. They can observe, they can experience, but they don't get deeply invested in that reality. They're just sort of gathering information like a honeybee going from flower to flower.
Oh, got it. So is this kind of like in their soul blueprint or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Understood. So I also want to say thank you for all of the information and permission slips that you've delivered for about as long as I've been alive. So I've quite enjoyed acting on those.
All right.
And one of them, the cryptic meditation, I enjoy doing. And I kind of wanted to know the way that they go through, people or hybrids go through the 5 levels. They ingest divinorum, and I was wondering, as that's because that's necessary to go through the levels, but for a human,
for most, yes.
Yeah,
there is no absolute equivalent for humans on your planet at this time, though there are components of it. The divinorum that is mentioned with regard to the hybrids in the future is altered specifically for their physiology. But the idea is that obviously versions of the concept exist in such teachers as ayahuasca and so on and so forth on your planet at this time.
Right. So ingesting ayahuasca would greatly facilitate that process.
It can be done in other ways as well. But again, please do remember that it's not about necessarily always continuing to use that. It's about knowing that once you have that experience and you are practiced at it, that you can create that vibration without the teacher.
Absolutely. Thank you for that reminder.
Yes, yes.
So one of the other permission slips that it's been thrilling to work with is the crystal skull. I've taken one and imbued it with the Mitchell Hedges skull. And I do believe I've had something like an out-of-body experience. And I was wondering, I didn't really, at the time, I think, get all of the information. So this is something that may be unraveling or unspooling over time.
Yes, all we can give you is the advice to practice, practice, practice.
Thank you. I will practice. Yeah, and I also travel with my skull. I call him Sherman. And so I've been taking him around to different portals and weaving that web that you've spoken about.
Why that name?
Sherman?
Yes.
It was something that came to me kind of, I don't know. It entered my brain. And I don't really know any Shermans. I'm not really sure specifically. If you have any insight, I would appreciate that.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Modesto, California.
Are there things that you enjoyed watching as a child?
Watching. I watched a lot of TV and movies.
Was there anything in particular that were your favorites?
As far as movies, I liked comedies.
Specifically, television shows or movies specifically.
Oh, X-Files. Probably cartoons.
Such as?
I liked Disney movies a lot, like Alice in Wonderland. I would watch that one on repeat, Alice in Wonderland.
All right. Then you may use the vibration of Alice in Wonderland in your exploration with the crystal skulls to understand how to step through the looking glass.
I see. Okay.
You can be Alice.
I will be Alice.
All right. The skull can be the caterpillar.
Okay. Wonderful.
What is the question that the caterpillar asks Alice?
Who are you?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, practice, practice.
I will practice.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's all. Thank you so much, Bashar. I appreciate your reflection very much.
You are welcome. Aveo.
Aveo.
Hi, Bashar. Blessings to you and your family. I have a question. Wife and I are retiring in Philippines next year, and we'd like to build our house close to a vortex. I'm just wondering if there's any vortexes in Zambales, Philippines. That's just north of Manila. Thank you.
Yes. Any major city is usually placed at least near, if not in, a major vortex, instinctively by humans. That's why they build where they build. That's why they end up where they end up. However, we would suggest that the way things are transitioning, the way vibrations are changing on your planet, that the ones that are most effective are the natural sites around those vortices. So if you're in a more natural area around the main vortex of Manila, then that is more appropriate for you. Good day, good day, good day.
It's so nice to finally speak with you.
And you as well. What would you like to discuss?
I have two things. One is a question about my friend. He's very developed telepathically for over 10 years. He can talk to trees, to non-physical entities, anything. He spent a lot of time upgrading his core energy and everything, but he's burdened by tasks that come to him from higher beings all the time.
Why is that a burden?
Because physically his body is unwell like 90% of the time.
Perhaps they are helping him find his strength.
That's what I've been trying to tell him, to be honest. But it's been like 10 years and he's not feeling well almost all of the time.
We cannot help you with this. Not at this time. He has to rely on the help he's already getting from the other entities.
Thank you. That is still good information.
All right.
The second thing is about myself.
Yes.
So just before I ask my question, I just want to say you have my full permission to read anything on me.
We get our permission from many different levels of your consciousness, so don't worry about it.
Good. So I've managed to develop this, how do I say, power, where I can check things, which
you can what?
I can check for things in the future, or directly reading someone's, for example, vitamin levels, or
all right.
Just for example, I knew I will interact with you days before the raffle.
All right.
Just checked it.
Yes, all right.
The way this power works is just sensing differences in density. That's all I can sense.
In frequency, yes.
Mm-hmm. And in the last 6 or 7 months, I had zero interest in developing it. And I really found I found real joy and peace living an ordinary life, like an ordinary human doing.
Yes, that can be done. That can be
all
done.
The little things.
Nothing wrong with that.
So my question is, I finally feel ready, completely ready to take the next steps on this power.
All right. We'll follow the formula and it will lead you to where you need to be.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
It really is that simple.
I know. I truly understand it.
All right. Then what else do you need to know?
During the time I found joy in living as an ordinary human, I really, on multiple occasions, I felt like I lived enough, like I experienced everything an ordinary human could experience.
Well, then time to become an extraordinary human.
Exactly. So I have an invitation for a physical encounter.
Yes. All the invitations do exist, but we get to decide when it's appropriate to answer them.
Exactly. I don't need you to answer my invitation. I just wanted to offer it, and
your invitation is already received and it will be answered in the appropriate timing.
Great. Well, all I need to say now is that I have much affection for you, for Darryl, and for everyone involved in delivering your messages.
We thank you and our unconditional love to you. Aveo.
Aveo.
Good day to you, Bashar. My questions are, the first one is, when open or first contact occurs, the notion is that the ETs will bring about advanced medical technology, and I was just wondering if it's going to be that way, and or if they're actually going to remind us how it is that we can heal ourselves. My second question is, this summer I was outside looking at the stars a lot at night, and I noticed a lot of activity in a section of the sky where the Big Dipper is, and the open section of the ladle points out towards a part of the sky where there is a circle of stars. It's not a perfectly round circle, but I was just wondering if there's a portal of some sort in that area of the sky, and if you could just elaborate on what's going on in that area of the sky, if that is true. I am in Wendell, Idaho, if you're needing that for perspective of where I'm talking about. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.
The answer to your first question is yes, to some degree you will be given information about the concept of vibrational and energy healing. There is a portal in the area in the sky that you are calling out. Because your senses have increased to the point where you can start to perceive such things, you are capable of perceiving it. And therefore that's what's going on. Your senses are expanding to where you can see things that were heretofore invisible to you. There's a lot of traffic around your world using different portals for transition between one reality and another, one dimension and another. And you're simply becoming more aware of that. That's what's going on.